evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Amelia Marquez. In tonight's news, the Tullahoma High School band director received a big surprise last Sunday. Lane closures at state highway construction sites will be suspended over the holidays, and we'll speak with the Tullahoma Mayor Lane Curley about the holiday hot meal program for some city residents, and we'll bring you the video from this past weekend's band concert. We'll have these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
The final days of 2017 means the biggest savings of the year at all Russell Barnett dealerships. Shop in person or online now. Hundreds of GMs, Chryslers, Fords, and Kias are clearance priced, some thousands below MSRP. Don't buy any vehicle anywhere until you get Russell Barnett's price. And through January 2nd, all trades will be given maximum trade allowance.
8 new car brands, hundreds to choose from, all at 2017 discounted prices. And my question is, why buy anywhere else?
The spirit of the season is timeless. From our family to yours, happy holidays.
Welcome back. Road construction won't delay travelers during the Christmas and New Year's holidays. The Tennessee Department of Transportation is once again halting all lane closures activity on interstates and state highways in anticipation of a higher traffic volume across the state. No temporary lane closures will be allowed for construction on Tennessee roadways beginning at 8 p.m. Friday, December 22nd until 6 a.m. Tuesday, January 2nd, 2018. Drivers should, however, obey all posted speed limits, particularly in construction areas. Slower speeds are necessary in work zones due to the temporary layout of the roadway and will be enforced. Drivers convicted of speeding through the work zones where workers are present face a fine of $250 to $500 plus court fees and possible increased insurance premiums.
AAA predicts holiday travel will increase 3.1% this year, with 2.4 million motorists expected to travel by automobile in the volunteer state between the Christmas and New Year's holidays. Nationwide, and AAA says 107.3 million Americans are expected to travel 50 miles or more, with a record of 97.4 million expected to drive to their holiday destinations. AAA also says gas prices are about 12 cents per gallon cheaper than they were a month ago, but remain 20 cents per gallon higher than they were this time last year. And if you are traveling over the holidays, please remember to wear your seatbelt, reduce your speed, avoid distractions, and never drink and drive.
Tullahoma Band Director Justin Scott was honored by his band students last Sunday during the band's annual Christmas concert. Let's watch as Mayor Lane Curley also declares it Justin Scott Day.
We are so honored to have Mayor Curley with us today to present Mr. Scott with this award.
Thank you. One of the things that I enjoy most as your mayor is the recognition of achievement, leadership, and just a job well done. So I'm very pleased to present to Mr. Scott a certificate of recognition presented to Justin Scott, Tullahoma City Schools Band Director. In celebration of 11 years of dedication to the students grades 6 through 12, Mr. Scott is the common thread that brings continuity to the program. He is known as the backbone of the Tullahoma Band program. Mr. Scott fosters a learning environment where students are encouraged to be their best selves and be successful musicians to the very best of their abilities. He has gone out of his way to teach his students character, honesty, and integrity by his example, while also teaching students grit and perseverance, no matter their circumstances. So on behalf of 18,655 citizens that call Tullahoma home, and by the authority vested in me as Mayor of Tullahoma, I now therefore proclaim Sunday, December 17, 2017, as Justin Scott Day in Tullahoma.
Henson stopped by earlier this week to tell us about the big New Year's Eve party scheduled at the Fly Arts Center in Shelbyville.
New Year's Eve dance, that's dance this year, and we've got the Back by Popular Man, 4 on the Floor band.
I've heard that they're
50s,
wonderful.
60s rock and roll time.
Reservations
all come through me. 931-580-9696. So we can, it's $30 for a single. And I encourage single people to come because we have several tables that I put singles together, and $50 a couple. And that's party favors and champagne toast. We
Great, you can't beat that.
Midnight breakfast, and we encourage BYOB. We do have just sodas and water and snacks, but they're permitted to bring stuff in.
If they want to bring extra snacks, they're welcome to do it. Grab yourself a hamburger on the corner.
And in till feed breakfast about 12:15.
How many people can you all accommodate there?
About 160.
Oh, that's a great number.
It is a great number. We still have, you can call me and I can set you up for a table, or if you only have 4, I'll put you in with another table that has the 4.
Very good.
So all the reservations I handle, and I speak to everyone.
I'm doubting that there's anywhere you can go any less money.
Not for $50 a couple or $30.
Right. That's really good.
It's a good place. Fly Arts Center is at 204 South.
Just off the square?
Right behind the square, on the south side of the square. It's easy to get to.
If you're leaving Tullahoma, you drive straight to, is it still Kentucky Fried Chicken, and turn left?
Correct.
And go around the square.
Around the square.
Straight across. It's really straight.
Straight.
Anyway, it sounds like fun. What else we got going?
Well, now in January, we pull the building down, give it some rest, and do major cleaning and do some minor repairs. So the whole month of January, the phone is activating if you are interested in renting, because we do rent.
Still rent.
And if you're interested in any type of program that's coming on. We are going a lot with Facebook, and you can do Fly Arts Center, or you can do the Fly Community Center for the plays, and etc.
We'll be back after these messages.
It's football time in Tennessee, and nobody tackles the competition like the Russell Barnett Automotive family. With 6 different locations, 8 new car franchises, over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, a certified collision center with lifetime paint guarantee, Russell Barnett Hometown Auto Rental. Let our family exceed your expectations at the Russell Barnett Automotive family. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Welcome back. Mayor Lane Curley and his wife Evelyn are once again heading up a program to provide hot meals for some Tullahoma residents this holiday season. I spoke with Lane about the program.
For another 20 or 25 years, I don't know, we've organized a Christmas lunch for folks that are just, maybe they're unemployed, maybe they're lonely, maybe they're are grieving for some reason. They're a low-income single parent. They're a senior citizen, maybe with no family around. So on Christmas morning, we'll serve approximately 400 meals to families that are in that situation. And we don't ask any questions. If anybody needs a meal, we serve them a meal. Right. And this is an excellent meal. We got ham, vegetables this year, desserts, etc. So when we first started doing this, several of the women I talked to were not comfortable maybe delivering a meal to a part of town they weren't familiar with, and I understand that. So I thought, what can these folks do that want to participate? So I thought, let's just let them make desserts. And so Jim, on Christmas morning, we will have, you will not believe the homemade
desserts that come in that we share with these families that are, for whatever reason, they're in need or they're lonely or whatever. And so I'm really proud of these folks for stepping up, providing desserts. We'll have over 100 volunteers. Can you imagine on Christmas morning?
That's amazing.
You show up, and sometimes they bring their whole family. It's become sort of a tradition for them, to be there on Christmas morning. And we'll package 400 meals. We've got volunteers that will deliver the meals to these families, and to where the recipients are accepting, they'll stand on the front porch and just talk a few minutes, is there anything else we can do for you, and things like that. So it's just become a tradition for some families in Tullahoma to participate, and so I'm very, very appreciative of those volunteers that step up and do a very, very nice thing for families.
Are you still needing volunteers for this year?
You know what? I never know how many volunteers. I mean, the first year we did this, I distinctly remember, I wonder if anybody's going to show up. Right. Am I going to be out delivering a bunch of meals for the next 2 days? But Jim, there'll be so many volunteers there that morning that I have a hard time finding things for everybody to do.
Where are these meals prepared?
Okay, so we buy the meals from Tenova Healthcare Harton.
I see.
And we package the meals in their cafeteria, and then the volunteers, we have a bunch of volunteers that show up that want to enjoy packing the meals, preparing the meals. Then at 9 o'clock on Christmas morning, and then at 10 o'clock, there's another set of volunteers that show up and want to deliver the meals. And then we've got then some people the night before will deliver desserts, or early that morning deliver desserts. So. And then we've got a group of people that just very quietly donate some money to make it all happen.
Right.
So it really takes 4 different efforts, to pull all this together, and it's for a little bit there. It's a little bit challenging to make sure everything all comes together, because like a lot of good things, there's a team that's involved, but there's an awful lot of behind the scenes things that have to happen. 400 meals might not sound like a lot of meals, but that's a lot to come together and do all the things.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so we appreciate the volunteers.
Yes, it is.
Mayor Curley also commented on the recent Dustin Lynch charity concert in the city.
For most of us, this season is a very busy season, getting ready for family and friends to visit, and a lot of holiday parties and things like that. But it's also a good time to give back to the community as well. And so I'm so proud of Dustin Lynch and what he's done the past 4 years for our community. I don't know how much money he's collected and donated over the years, past 4 years, but over $50,000. I know that.
Isn't it amazing that people like you and I can go out here and work for weeks trying to raise $5,000 or $6,000 for something, but Dustin, because of his notoriety, and he is a great entertainer, can come in here and raise 20 in one night. So.
Well, I'm not speaking for you, but I think it reflects on my talents.
Well, mine as well.
But I can't do that. But anyway, Dustin is such a giving person, and you're right. Raised $20,000, went to 2 great causes, caring for kids, and the court appointed special advocates, CASA program. So really appreciate Dustin. And he mentioned to me afterwards he's already looking forward to next year.
Right.
So we'll keep it going. And
that is a great thing, because the court appointed special advocates is something that maybe a lot of folks are not familiar with, but it's certainly a very important program.
Sure. Unfortunately, as in every community, we've got children that are abused and neglected, and so these are volunteers that step up and be an advocate for the child, and always look after the child's best interest. So we appreciate Dustin and him recognizing CASA and the work that they do. They were thrilled, I can tell you firsthand, receiving the money. It allows them to do even more things in the community.
More Newsleader on 6 is coming up in a moment.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. It's a Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. The Tullahoma High School and Middle School bands performed in concert this past Sunday afternoon. In this video, the Symphonic Concert Band performs Say Noel.
We'll be right back in a moment.
I have 30 seconds to tell you about RussellBarnett.com. We're going to find over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles, RussellBarnett.com. We're going to get your trade appraised, RussellBarnett.com. We're going to get financing done, RussellBarnett.com. We're going to get collision repair assistance, RussellBarnett.com. We're going to get auto rental assistance, RussellBarnett.com. We are the one-stop shop, one click away. Why click anywhere else?
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
Welcome back. Let's watch now as the Tullahoma Middle School's 6th grade band performs Play Jingle Bell Medley.
The pet of the week this week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is a border collie mix named Bree, who entered the shelter as a stray. She's up to date on her vaccinations, heartworm negative, microchipped, and good with other dogs and children. She will receive a free spay provided by the animal shelter. Be sure to check out the shelter on Facebook for information about upcoming fundraisers and other events. Remember, you can help support your local shelter by adopting, donating, or volunteering. For For more details, contact Teresa at 454-9580. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue.
The Coffee County Humane Society featured pet this week is Emma and Bella. They are looking for a good home for the holidays. The shelter also has many other dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. Hours of operation at the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. on Saturday. The shelter's phone number is 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society at P.O. Box 252 in Manchester. Their website is www.coffeehumane.org.
Stay with us. Your weather forecast is coming up next.
Russell's got your truck, man. Russell's got your truck. Chevy, Ford, and Ram, man. Russell's got your truck. With the best selection anywhere, Russell's got your truck.
Keith Barnett here at the Russell Barnett Automotive family, and man, do we ever have your truck. 4 brands, hundreds to choose from, all at year-end discounted prices. So with so much to choose from, my question is, why buy your next truck anywhere else?
Russell's got your truck, man.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1931 at 72 degrees. The record low was in 1929 at 10 degrees. The average high on this day is 50, and the average low is 30. Rain in the forecast for tonight, with a low expected of around 54 rather. Rain continues in the forecast for the next couple of days. On Friday, the highs should be around 62 with a low of 52, and on Saturday, the high stands at 54 and with a low of 32. And that's our newsletter report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
And from all of us on Newsleader 6 wishes you and your families a wonderful Christmas weekend. Thank you.